this is Sherry Veronica. Kishon Lamar Anderson Thomas didn't escape. He was let go. He was let go. Okay, he is a murderer. He was recently found guilty of murder, so he became a murderer. And because he alleged that he was injured at the hotel there in St. Philip, he had to, well, I don't understand why the help didn't come to the prison, but he was transported to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital without handcuffs and without being shackled. A murderer and a vehicle right there. He knew what way to go, which way to go. He knew that there were keys in the vehicle. He knew exactly where it would be. He was let go. Here's what I got in my YouTube chat, and someone was saying that his mom they would know where he is. You can't hide in Barbados. He's been missing. He's been gone for too long. He escaped, what, May 5? He's been gone for too long. You cannot. No one can possibly hide in Barbados for that long. What is he doing? He's under the sheets fertilizing eggs, because they're saying also that Dodds is looking to hire people with that kind of DNA. Hold on, let me show you. Here, I got this. Someone said that the prison warden was paid to stage the getaway, okay, by the man's family member, and a secret investigation. Well, we're hearing about it now. I got this a couple of days back. It's going on. It's all hush hush, and it will be hush hush no matter what, because whatever happens at the prison, that's a different government. That's a different government. That's a different page in a different book. Okay, you're not going to hear about anything. They may tell you the periphery. Oh, we're investigating and we're looking into it, but you're not going to hear the conclusion, what they found. You're not going to hear anything. You've been there before. You've been there before when things have happened at the hotel in St. Philip, and at the end of it, they say it's closed. It's not something that the public would see. So you know that already. So anyhow, they're saying a secret investigation is going on. Well, now we're here. Was also said that the prison is recruiting young males and females that are part of certain gangs and blocks, and a family that have a long history of convicts around Barbados. They're saying that this is what someone is saying, that the Barbados Prison Service, they're looking to employ people with that kind of background to work at the prison, okay? And they're saying for sure that he got help from inside the prison, okay? And someone was suspended. I saw that somewhere where they're saying that the person who was supposed to be keeping their eye on him, he is on, oh, here it is. The prison officer in question is now on leave. Yeah, he's now on leave. That's what I got in the chat. In the Nation News, they're talking about a meeting to address concerns, the QEH and Dodds in meeting to address concerns. There's no meeting to be had. You already know that the fact that he was not handcuffed, a murderer was not handcuffed, he was not shackled, he knew exactly where to run and hop into a car and drive off. You know it was pre-planned. It was pre-planned. Check his mom. And obviously we know that there are a lot of people who are attracted to criminals. You don't have to, you're not gonna argue and push your face up when I say that, are you? You're not gonna be offended when I say that, are you? There are a lot of you that love criminals, okay? So right now, like I said, he's probably somewhere fertilizing someone's eggs. Somewhere, okay? So they found this soon after he used it to get to where he needed to go. And he's talking a whole lot of BS, pure BS, So let's see where this goes. But when he's talking about protocols, that kind of shit, when he's talking about protocols and that kind of stuff, you know, it goes out the door when someone flashes enough money, and it's obvious that someone flashed enough money for him to be free. Is he still on the island? Is Kishon Thomas still on the island of Barbados? Do you even know? Because if they had a car, a van, waiting for him to drive off in, you think that they wouldn't have had a boat to get him off the island? Maybe fake ID to get him out of. He can get off the island, probably go to St. Vincent, take a plane from there and go to Canada or wherever. You know, it happens. It happens. You know, it's difficult, but it happens. Let's see what happens with him, because, you know, he should not be on the loose this long. Not in a 2x4 box. Not in some place that's small. And you know what they say? Barbados small. Everybody knows what's going on. Barbados small. You know, they say that. You say that. That Barbados is small, and people usually know what's going on. You can hide and buy land, but you can't hide and work. You got all those little things. Yeah, you got all those little things. So, you know, find out where he is. Find out where. Tell me. You can call me and tell me if you know where he is. Okay, call me and tell me if you know. If you're afraid to call that hotline, you know you can't trust those people on that hotline. So you just let me know where he is, and I'll let the people know what I heard. I usually tell you what I'm hearing. I mean, I ask you every time, speak the truth. Don't I say that? Anyone who has ever called naked departure, I always say that. Whatever you do, don't worry about all those facts. Speak the truth, because facts contain pure lies. Pure lies. Speak the truth as you know it. And still, people don't like the truth. You know, people don't like to hear the truth. Okay, they pretend that things can't happen in Barbados. Well, you know, a priest has never been arrested in Barbados and, you know, called before the court. So, you know, I guess that never happened in Barbados. And since, you know, you don't usually prosecute your politicians, you know, they're probably all honest and upright citizens. So, you know, maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point. But I'm going to keep my point too. I'll be keeping my point too. Trust no one. Trust no one. Kishon Lamar Anderson Thomas should not still be out on the loose in a place like Barbados. He's probably on a boat. He probably got on the boat and left the island, because he should not be on the island and no one sees him. No one? No one? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.